April 20, 2023. Frank 26. Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, FIREFLY. The CBI governor is talking more of this program rate plan and the alert that they put us on. They are telling us this is all part of the restructure of Iraq's banking. Frank, it's important for you to understand. They are not trying to stabilize the program rate. They are trying to stabilize the discrepancy between the Iraqi dinar and the American dollar. To close the gap. That is the internal float. This gap is too big right now. They have to narrow it to reach 1-to-1 in order to float internationally. They are moving like a bunch of ants quickly to accomplish their goal. Article quote, "We are witnessing today that the parallel exchange market is rapidly approaching the official price. Hot diggity dog. The new national currency of Iraq with a new national exchange rate." This is a powerful article. This is shove it in somebody's nose when they tell you it's a scam. It's a great article. Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, FIREFLY. They have now made it where all goods and services being sold inside of Iraq must only be sold using the dinar, not the dollar. This is going to get dangerous if they don't release the new exchange rate soon. Walking stick. Via Frank 26, CBI governor saying alert for exchange rate change. It's weird to hear this. The monetary reform education has no surprises anymore. It just has the facts. The controlled float that they are talking about to the Iraqi citizens is a plus or minus of 2 to 3% compliance. That's international compliance. That is removing all restrictions on the currency of Iraq. The whole point to be able to buy, sell and trade without any restrictions. This marks Article 8. Caperone. They better hurry up and float it, because if not, and they keep linked to the US dollar, the dinar is headed south with our dollar. They will float the dinar when they have created sufficient momentum for their economy that will support it. They will no longer be pegged. Militia man. On April 13, Iraq Central Bank Governor says, "Alert, alert, we're going to have a potential rate change." The backdrop is bold red. To me he says red alert. Am I reading into it? Maybe. But it really is powerful. The Central Bank of Iraq sent millions of text messages to reassure citizens about the government's measures to confront the high price of the dollar. "We make the national currency stronger. Your dinars are stronger in light of government measures and the central bank." They say it specifically to us. They're gearing us to be prepared for something to come. Marx. Article. Minister of Finance directs the working hours of Al Rashid and Al Rafid employees during the Eid al-Fitr holiday. They have them working for days straight throughout the holiday, but 99% of the country will be off. I think this is very important. If they want dinar in all the hands of the folks, if they are going to revalue or reset their currency, it would be important for banking to be open. Article. Iraqi market suspends its activities for 5 days. Think about that. Banks will be open but the stock market will not. You would think if it's all about the Eid al-Fitr holiday everything would be shut down. The timing is pretty interesting in my book. Claire. Trade Bank of Iraq tweet: it was decided that the approved cash currency in all ATMs affiliated to the Iraqi Trade Bank shall be in the dinar currency only, and the dollar currency shall be cancelled from those devices, as well as the national currency shall be adopted in all electronic financial services, in implementation of the decision of the Council of Ministers and the directives of the Central Bank of Iraq. Iraq market stops its activity for 5 days. Quote, based on the Cabinet's decision to declare an official holiday for 5 days on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, it will not organize trading sessions, starting from Thursday, April 20th, until next Monday. KTFA. Claire. Iraq market stops its activity for 5 days. April 20, 2023. The Iraqi Stock Exchange announced, on Thursday, that it has stopped its activities for 5 days. In a statement received by Shafaq News Agency, the market said, based on the Cabinet's decision to declare an official holiday for 5 days on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, it will not organize trading sessions, starting from Thursday, April 20th, until next Monday. He added, the first trading session after the Eid holiday will be on Tuesday, April 25th, according to its official timing. It is noteworthy that the Iraq Stock Exchange organizes 5 trading sessions per week, from Sunday to Thursday, and includes 103 Iraqi joint stock companies representing the sectors of banking, communications, industry, agriculture, insurance, financial investment, tourism, hotels and services. Claire, the Minister of Finance, directs Al Rashid and Al Raifidian employees to work during the Eid al-Fitr holiday. April 20, 2023. Finance Minister Taif Sami directed the employees of Al Raifidain and Al Rashid banks to work during the Eid al-Fitr holiday. A statement by the ministry, received by Al Mudalla, stated that the Minister of Finance directed the employees of Al Raifidain and Al Rashid banks to work today, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday, and throughout the days of the Eid al-Fitr holiday, for the purpose of completing the procedures for paying employees' salaries for the current month. Below are the specific branches of exchange in Baghdad and the provinces. Courtesy of Dinar Guru Militiaman on April 13. Alaq Central Bank Governor says, "Alert! Alert, we're going to have a potential rate change." The backdrop is bold red. To me he says red alert, am I reading into it? Maybe. But it really is powerful. Frank 26 article quote, "We are witnessing today that the parallel exchange market is rapidly approaching the official price. Hot diggity dog. The new national currency of Iraq with a new national exchange rate." This is a powerful article. This is shove it in somebody's nose when they tell you it's a scam. It's a great article. Goldilocks explanation. Good evening. Dinar recaps. Goldilocks posted an explanation. Some people are having a difficult time understanding the article I put out a little bit earlier on the debt ceiling. If you remember, we talked about what would happen if they do not raise the debt ceiling, and that would force an RV sooner. It's not going to happen that way, and this takes the pressure off of the powers that be to expedite the process. This is why I reminded you of something I told you earlier last month about the revaluation of everything taking place between March the 20th and June the 30th. Does this mean we are going to have to wait until June the 30th? It all depends on how quickly they move us through currency reforms. I am getting word that they are pushing this through as soon as possible due to investors buying so many stable coins that it is affecting the dollar and digital alternatives to the international payment system. Pressures are mounting on all sides of this issue, and don't be surprised if the eastern half of our world finishes first. As far as I can see, all upgrades to the QFS are done. We are simply working on currency reforms at this time. Yes, this puts us on an any moment timeline between now and June the 30th. I have contacts near and far and locally who keep me honest on where we are in this global currency reset. Look closely at the last 2 days of my writings to you. We are in the standardizing process of our currency reforms. I want you to notice how we are hearing less from the SEC and more from the CFTC. This is an indicator that they are standardizing gold protocols inside the banking system, inside the digital economy, and working on the paper currencies we hold. Bond Ladies Corner. Iraqi news highlights. Wednesday evening, April 19, 2023. TLM 724 Administrator. Bond Ladies Corner. The Iraqi Central Bank sales of dollars increased to more than 319 million. Wednesday 19, April 2023. 1312, economical number of readings, 380. Baghdad, Nina, the Central Bank of Iraq announced today, Wednesday, the increase in hard currency auction sales, dollars, to more than $319 million. And the currency sale window stated in its bulletin, that the sales of the foreign currency sale window rose today to more than $319 million. She explained that the total amounts of transfers abroad, remittances, credits, amounted to 93,695,917 million, and the total amounts of cash sales amounted to $225,900,000 million. A slight rise in the exchange rates of the dollar in the local markets. Wednesday 19, April 2023. 1041, economical number of readings, 353. Baghdad, Nina, today, Wednesday, the exchange rates of the dollar against the dinar recorded a slight increase in the main stock exchange and exchange offices in the capital, Baghdad, where the Central Al-Khifa Stock Exchange in Baghdad recorded, this morning, an exchange rate of 144,200 dinars for every $100. The selling prices of the dollar in exchange shops recorded 144,750 dinars, while the purchase prices recorded 143,750 dinars for every 100 dinars. And 8. The Minister of Finance discusses with the ambassadors of the European Union and Canada the importance of expanding the horizons of bilateral economic cooperation. Wednesday, 19 April 2023, 15:13. Economical number of readings 321. Baghdad, Nina, the Minister of Finance, Taif Sami Mohammed, received today, Wednesday, the Ambassador of the European Union to Iraq, Phil Fargola, and the Canadian Ambassador to Iraq, Krikori Kalakan, and their accompanying delegation. The ministry said in a statement, the meeting discussed the consolidation of Iraq's bilateral relations with the European Union on the one hand and Canada on the other, through the development of mutual cooperation in the field of money, economy and investment. And the Minister of Finance affirmed that Iraq is looking forward to strengthening cooperation and establishing economic partnerships with institutions and friendly countries, indicating Iraq's openness to all forms of exchange and trade and economic partnership with the European Union and Canada. In turn, the ambassadors of the European Union and Canada expressed their aspiration to enhance the extent of constructive cooperation with Iraq, especially with regard to aspects of money, investment, energy and sustainable development projects. Deputy: the government is serious about paying off all debts. Money and Business Economy News. Baghdad Parliament member Jawad al-Bolani affirmed, on Wednesday, the government's seriousness in paying all debts owed by Iraq. Al-Bolani said, the payment of debts follows a legal and financial mechanism, and the Ministry of Finance, the central bank and the Iraqi government put it in the budget law and take into account the state's financial ability to pay off debts and loans. He added, at the level of parliament and the political situation, the political forces are not interested in increasing borrowing, and the government is directly responsible for setting schedules and paying debts, short, medium and long term, and according to the method of dealing with the Ministry of Finance in this file. Bolani stressed that the government is serious about paying all Iraqi debts, noting that the expansion of borrowing is not in the interest of the country.